Hello everyone, welcome to Mr. Wong's Financial Classroom. Today I'm going to share with you a money making method. Money making, everybody wants to make money, and this method I'm going to share with you today has been used by millions of people around the world. Millions of people, like everyday life, many people have been using this, right? Okay, first of all, we all know that there's people make money, right? You go to work, you work hard, whether you work for somebody else or you own your own business, you still have to work like 8-10 hours a day. You make money, you work hard, you deserve it, right? Another way is money make money. When you have accumulated a lump sum of money and you know how to invest it, and that investment will generate interest income to you or dividend income to you, then we call it money make money, right? So for some people, they're so successful, they have a big lump sum of money, and then they retire early. They just depend on the interest income for their living expenses. So I am sure this is the goal of most of the people in this world, right? So how about no money to make money? No money to make money. And you might say, well, Mr. Wong, what are you talking about here? Okay, what I'm talking about here is you don't have to come up with extra money. You're using other people's money to make money for yourself. Other people's money. Sounds familiar? Don't you think many people have been doing this? Can you name a few who have been using other people's money to make money for themselves? Can you name a few? How about banks, credit unions, big company, big corporations? So if they can do it, can you do the same thing? All right. So if you want to know the method, please follow me to the end of this video, and hopefully you get some good idea and that will work for you, right? First of all, let's look at the traditional way of making money. Traditional way, temporarily call it Plan A. Plan A. Okay, let's assume you want to save $792 per month for 15 years. Okay, don't ask me why $792. If you follow me to the end of the video, you know why. I'm going to tell you why later. But you have your own budget. You don't have to follow this amount. If you say, oh, I can only save $200 a month, $300 a month, that's fine. All right, this is just an example to show you the traditional way versus the way that I'm going to share with you. Okay, so you invest $792 per month for 15 years. This is a long-term investment. You're saving for either your retirement or for the down payment of your next house, whatever reason. All right, let's look at an example here. Plan A, you save $792 per month, 15 years. So for 15 years, the total money that came out of your pocket is $142,560, right? So you invest this amount of money every month, and you buying whatever stocks, investment funds. Today, I'm not here to talk about which funds or which stock you should buy. Okay, if I have a chance in the future, I would share with you what's the right thing to buy, in this market. But today I'm just talking about this example. Okay, and let's assume the annual rate of return is 8%. If you buy the right stock, right funds for 15 years, average annual rate of return of 8% is very possible. We're talking about 15 years, long term, not 1 year, 2 years, right? And Since this is a non-registered account, so it's not RSP, you have to pay some kind of income tax, because the interest you earn or dividend, you have to pay tax every year. So let's assume your marginal tax rate, MTR, is 39%. Well, 39% is not low or not too high, not too low. If you, in this example, if you can save $792 per month, you must be able to make quite good amount of money every month, and your marginal tax rate shouldn't be too low, right? Okay, based on this example, your account value, the investment account, at the end of 15 years would be $233,109 after taxes. You pay tax every year. So you invested $142,560. You get $233,109. Does it sound good to you? Sounds all right? So let's remember all these numbers in your mind for now, because we're going to do a comparison, right? If I have plan B for you, by looking at all the numbers here, would you be interested? Plan B. Everything else is the same except the account value at the end of 15 years is much higher. Everything else is the same. You invest the same amount of money every month. You put in you buy the same kind of stocks. You generate same rate of return every year. Your marginal tax rate is the same. But how come Plan B will give you more money? $395,000 instead of $233,000 in Plan A, right? Remember? Now I put both plans side by side, and you can take a look. By using Plan B, you have $161,962 more money, more than Plan A, or 70% more money. You said, wow, is it possible? It's possible. Okay. Now, I'm going to review to you how to start Plan B. Okay, for Plan B, remember I said we use other people's money to make money for yourself? So other people's money means what? We're now using the bank's money. You apply for investment loan or line of credit from your financial institution. In this example, it's $200,000 line of credit. Well, let's not talk about how to qualify for $200,000, because everybody's is different, right? The bank might ask for some kind of collateral or whatever, and might ask for income proof or that kind of thing. But this example is $200,000, right? And if the bank, in case the bank, doesn't want to lend you $200,000, maybe $50,000 is a maximum you can get, then go with $50,000. But in this example, I'm going to show you $200,000, right? So after you get $200,000 from the bank, this is other people's money. You start to invest. You're not going to take it home and put it in a drawer. You have to earn some interest, right? Let it grow. But the rule here is you have to invest this $200,000 into something that will produce income to you. So we call it income producing investment. Okay, why income producing? Because in order to make your interest payment tax deductible, you have to invest in income producing investment. That means this investment will pay you either interest or dividend every month or every quarterly or every half a year, every year, whatever. But it will pay you some kind of interest or dividend, right? And after you get the loan from the bank, you invest your money. The next step is the bank is going to ask you to make interest payment. Make sure you structure with the bank. The agreement that is to make interest only payment, interest only. you don't pay the principal, right? If it is a line of credit, most line of credits, the bank allow you to just make interest only payment. So in this example, the interest only payment, the amount is $792. This is exactly the amount, the exact amount, like same as Plan A. Remember at the beginning we start with 792, and now you know why it is $792, because based on this example, 200,000 loan, annual interest rate is 4.75%. This is it all depends on your credit and your income. You might get a lower interest rate from a bank. You might get a higher interest rate. This is kind of in between. The bank might want to charge you more if you're if you don't have enough things for collateral or whatever. And we know that the Bank of Canada has raised interest rate for a few times in the past year, so you have to be very be careful here. Make sure the agreement you have with the bank, is this a fixed interest rate, or is it the interest rate based on the prime rate, right? If it is based on the prime rate, then in the future, if the Bank of Canada is going to raise interest rate again, then your monthly interest payment here would be higher, right? So you have to be very careful. Okay, interest payment is 100% tax deductible. Isn't it wonderful? So that means you're going to get some tax refund from the government every year when you file income tax. So based on your marginal tax rate of 39%, you pay the bank 4.75% interest. You get some tax refund. So we calculate that the net interest rate that you pay the bank is actually only 2.9%. 2.9. That's pretty low, right? Pretty low. So this is a good method, especially for some high income earner. If you have maximized your RSP, and you're still looking for something that can make your investment tax deductible, this is maybe another way for you, right? Okay, let's look at Plan A and Plan B side by side, right? Plan A is the money out of your pocket. Plan B is the money from the bank. It's a loan, so we have a loan amount here, 200,000. Monthly out of pocket cash flow is the same. Amortization term is the same, 15 years. But account value at the end of 15 years is a huge difference, right? Plan A is $233,109, but Plan B is $595,071. Wow, that's a big difference. But don't forget, you have to pay the bank back $200,000, right? That's a loan. So at the end of 15 years, you get $595,000. You pay back the bank $200,000, and you have $395,000 left for yourself. So that's why we have in the previous slide, we have comparison like 233,000 and 395,000, the comparison. So internal rate of return in Plan A is actually only 5.9%, but in Plan B is 12%. Okay, internal rate of return means some, the money you put in, the interest you earn, that kind of thing. You can do this calculation using a computer or other function. So how do you think so far? I just mentioned this. If you're a high income earner and you have maximized your RSP, Plan B might be another way to help you save some income tax. Okay, so I don't repeat it anymore. You can consider that. So, but every investment has some risk factors. All right. Plan B, I have to mention some risk factors for you. All right. If you borrow money to invest, okay, you have to know your investment account, the investment value might go up and down, right? Number one. Number two, the interest rate might go up and your monthly interest payment may be increased. I just mentioned this, right? If your interest rate is based on the prime rate, then if Bank of Canada raise the prime rate, then you're gonna have to make a little bit more interest payment. Okay, and make sure the amount of interest payment you make every month, you can afford to make that interest payment for a long time. Let's say it this way. No matter what happened, even you get laid off tomorrow, you think, oh, I have no problem making this interest payment. Okay, as long as you make this, you are able to make this interest payment, the bank will not require you to pay back the loan, right? So you make sure you can afford the interest payment no matter what happened. And I would suggest you consult your financial advisor before investing, right? And if you do it right, this is a good way to generate more money for you, for your future. All right. So thank you for watching. And if you like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mr. Wong's Financial Classroom, and to support me, and so that I will have the motivation to share with you more ideas in the future, right? Thank you, and have a great day.